All right, welcome back, Mountain Shadow scientists. Today we have a fun project ahead. We are going to be making elephant toothpaste. So before we get into how we make elephant toothpaste and what that's all about, we're going to go over some key scientific terms today. So today we're going to be learning about elements and molecules, positive and negative charges, catalase, surface tension, and exothermal reactions. Now, the key ingredient to make elephant toothpaste is hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide is made up of 2 hydrogen elements and 2 oxygen elements. Now, an element is any substance where one or more atom of the same element has joined together. Atoms make up all things in life. Every substance, from the paper, the plastic bottle, to us, we're all made up of atoms and elements and molecules. So again, an element is all these 118 different things, and they are all made up of the same atom. So iron is all iron atoms, calcium is all calcium atoms, hydrogen is all hydrogen atoms, and those make up an element. Now when 2 or more different elements join together, they make what's called a molecule. And so hydrogen peroxide is a molecule. It has 2 hydrogen elements and 2 oxygen elements. So the purpose of this experiment is we are going to see how an element can break down on itself. So what we're going to try to do is just get hydrogen and oxygen to separate from the hydrogen peroxide and just make oxygen gas. And the way we do that is, in your kit, you have hydrogen peroxide, you have a packet of yeast. Now the yeast is a catalase, and what that means is that it's a substance that helps break down another substance in a faster, more rapid form. You also have some food coloring, just so we can see this experiment. And you have some wooden sticks. Now what you will need for this experiment is you'll need some warm water, about half a cup of warm water. You'll need some dish soap as well. And if you have a funnel, that's even better, but you don't need a funnel. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take our hydrogen peroxide and we are going to pour it in our water bottle. You will need a bottle for this. And then we're going to take some of our dish soap and we're going to pour some dish soap in there. The dish soap helps create what's called surface tension. Now surface tension is that top layer on the water is pulling down on itself to create that flat surface. Now and when we separate the oxygen from the hydrogen, oxygen gas is going to get released, and the dish soap helps us actually see that reaction. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to see it with our own eyes. Now what you're going to want to do with your food coloring, this food coloring, it's kind of like a gel, is you take one of your popsicle sticks and you dip it in, and you just want to kind of get it on the lid or on the inside right here. So you put one color on one side and then you put the other color on the other side. So when it pops out, it's going to make 2 different colors and kind of look like how your toothpaste looks with the 2 different colors. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to take your yeast packet, you'll open it up, and you'll dump it in the water. You'll empty it all out. Make sure the water is warm, and you'll mix that up so that it's all mixed together. It'll get clumpy at the bottom, so you just want to keep mixing, mixing, mixing until it's not clumpy anymore. Okay. It's okay if it's still a little clumpy. Now what's going to happen is when we introduce the catalase, the yeast, into the hydrogen peroxide, it's going to rapidly try to break apart all those water and hydrogen molecules, trying to separate them. And it's going to create this reaction called an exothermic reaction, where it's actually creating heat, because at the microscopic, the tiniest level, those atoms that we can't see with our own eye, that we need a microscope to see, are going to try to pull apart from each other, and they're going to try to find other atoms and other molecules to bond with. So you have like a water molecule where you have oxygen and 2 hydrogen is water, and they are attracted by positive and negative charges. You have a proton, which is a positive charge, and a neutron, which is a negative charge. And those positive and negative charges are always looking for each other to try to bond together. Now, I should tell you that this experiment should be done outside because it's going to get a little bit messy. So make sure when you do this, you're outside in the grass so you can clean up easily. So let's see what happens. We have our yeast has dissolved, and it's all mixed together. Now again, if you don't have a funnel, that's okay. You pour it in.
Ooh.
And there you go. See, it might look like just foam, but inside that foam is all of those oxygen molecules that were separated from the hydrogen. And the dish soap trapped all of that gas in the dish soap so that we could actually see what happens. Now, we didn't get the color that we wanted. If you want to next time, you can actually put the food coloring liquid up, put it in with the hydrogen peroxide at the bottom. But you can kind of see on the sides, it tried. So there you go. It looks like elephant toothpaste. Looks like something if you got a really big toothbrush and a big elephant, you could sit there and brush its teeth with. So have fun with this experiment, learning about elements and molecules, positive and negative charge, catalase, surface tension, and exothermic reactions. Have a great day and have fun.